Welcome, everybody. Just waiting until everybody gets in the room before we go ahead and get started. But it is 7:30. We'd like to start right on time. Alrighty, hello, folks. My name is McGuire Tate. I've been with David Allen Capital for just about 2 years now. One of the funding specialists, as well as a part of the inside support team. I'm going to be handling tonight's business opportunity overview. Got a couple slides to share with everybody, but first I just want to thank everyone for taking the time out to be here tonight. And we're going to go ahead and get started. All right, excuse me while I pull this up. All right, so start your own agency with David Allen Capital. Tonight we're going to be going over a little bit about the company and how you can make a difference with us. Second. So we're going to be talking about the upside of business ownership, simplified without any of the risk involved. You simply would be referring our online business funding platform to business owners out there in need. We also have some other services as well that we'll be touching on a little later, but primarily we are business funding focused. You have the potential to earn now money. You could earn a check with a comma in it as soon as this week. Our fundings allow for large bonuses that allow for full-time potential immediately, starting as soon as you want it to. We also have the opportunity to earn monthly passive residual income as well with some of our other services, which allows you to build a walkaway income to where if DAC isn't the only opportunity for you somewhere down the road, you could walk away and have a nice residual monthly income coming in for you, which is not bad at all. We also have our training systems and support provided free of charge. We like to say that with DAC, you're in business for yourself, but most certainly not by yourself. We have a great support staff and a great team. Everyone that I know in this company is more than willing to help in any way they can. That's all free of charge, like I mentioned. With other businesses, you tend to see a lot of high startup, monthly platform, renewal costs. They like to make money on you, whether you're performing and making money or not, quite frankly. But with DAC, everything is free to start. There's no platform costs. Everything's provided to you. There's no monthly or annual fees, anything like that. We provide everything to you. We want to see the best for you, free of charge. A little bit about DAC. We are a nationwide business based out of Michigan. About 9 years old, started back in August 9 years ago, so we'll be turning 10 years old here in a few months. Very strong financially. We're a debt-free and profitable every single year, and we have a very experienced team. The founder, David Rutz, has over 30 years of proven success, and if you add up the experience of our internal team, there's over 100 years, so a lot of wisdom, a lot of knowledge there. But we're evolving into phase two. We're poised for massive growth. Our funding platform is in its fullest phase. We have an LMS, which is short for Learning Management System, coming here soon, which is our internal way of essentially licensing people and getting them prepared to serve clients. But what we're doing is we're seeking ambitious servant leaders who are success-minded and motivated to have their own part-time or full-time business, whatever they can handle at that time, but within the protection of our company. So we're talking about the business funding agent opportunity. This provides an independent and flexible opportunity for people for whatever fits for them in that moment. But why business funding, right? For all the business owners out there with great ideas, but can't seem to get funding from their banks. What we have is a great opportunity to help the brave business owners out there. I like to call them rock stars because that's really what they are. But I'm going to share a couple facts that are up to date and accurate. And it's unfortunate to hear, but it's the sad reality that a lot of business owners face. And that's 6 in 10 businesses right now out there are just breaking even or losing money. Many have growth and expansion ideas or needs, but don't have a way of funding to pay for them. There are just about 30 million small businesses in America right now, employing just over 57 million people. Now, out of those businesses, 1 out of 3 fail within the first 2 years. Half of them fail within the first 5, and 2 out of 3 businesses you see, small businesses, fail within the first 10 years of business. And what's the number one reason? Well, they cited for lack of working capital. And money would think, isn't that what banks are for, right? Banks are there to help you out when you need money. Well, banks are great for about 20% of the businesses out there. So what happens to the other 80%? Is there some sort of other way for them to secure that capital? Now, the founder of our company, David Rutz, actually had, before this company was around, he had a bottling nutrition company, and they were doing great. They were scaling at a very massive rate. And he needed extra working capital to secure some of the materials so that they could, supply some of these orders going out. So he went to his bank. He said, "Hey, I've been with you guys, in great relationships with you, but we're growing too fast. We're going to need some extra capital in order to get some of these, these products taken care of." And they said, "We can help you out. We may need, some collateral, some things like that." And that wasn't something that fit for him at that time. So it affected him negatively. And if he maybe had known about this, obviously he might, this would be a great situation for him. So that's why we say, what about the other 80%? Now, for traditional banks, they don't approve many businesses. Like I said, less than 20 get approved. They require collateral, 2 years in business. Like we said, 6 out of 10 are breaking even. High credit scores take 1 month or 2 just to get the funds out. So that's why we have a solution, alternative business funding. With alternative business funding, we see an 80% or higher approval rate. No collateral required, just to make sure you're doing at least 15,000 or higher in revenue every single month. Have to be in business for at least 4 months. Have a FICO score of something. We put 550 here. We've funded deals, lower than this, but 550 is where we can ensure that, we're going to get some good offers back and make sure that we don't have any complications there. And then our funding is very fast. We get our funding out within 1, sometimes 2 business days, but we've had some instances where it's within a few hours, and the business owners can't believe it. So the quickness is something that we pride ourselves on and we do very well at. And then again, with the payments, we have easy daily or weekly payments instead of these large, bulky monthly payments. David says a lot, you don't really notice paying $300 worth of coffee in a month if you, buy 1 coffee on your way to work every day. But if you buy it in bulk, $300 of coffee seems like a lot. So what this does is it opens it up for business owners to, make payments on things that really kind of go under the radar, that don't affect them whatsoever. Now, there's hundreds of alternative funders out there, and many aren't very good. Some use predatory sales rep that jack up the cost for outrageous commissions. Some use bait and switch tactics, promising one thing to get you on the phone, get you excited, and switch up on you at the last minute. Some hope the clients are late on their payments so they can jam up high fees on them and earn. And some brokers and funders out there actually sell clients' data to other lenders and sales organizations. So they're not caring about their clients. They don't really believe that they're rock stars the way we do. They're really looking at them as a lead source in a way to make sure that they make money on that client, whether they get funded or not, right? We want to make sure that people are getting funded, and you guys are being compensated for helping out the business owners. Now, there are some real good ones out there. Even with the good ones, there aren't any lenders that may be the best for every single business out there, right? Some may not like certain industries. Some require higher sales or higher credit scores. Some look for longer times of business. And approval amounts in terms may vary, right? But there are usually a few who do say yes. So who wants to go as a business owner, right? When you've got so much on your plate, who wants to go out there and apply to 20 different providers, one by one, phone calls, paperwork, just to, maybe get declined from some and think that this isn't for you? Well, that's where our solution comes in. With Bank Breezy, powered by DAC, we have an online funding platform that connects business owners to the best offers from 20 plus providers around the country with one simple application. So with our platform, they go on, they submit 1 5-minute application, no wasted time, no extra, paperwork. Like I said, just one smooth application, one soft FICO pull, just to really ensure that, there's a good history with the business, no fraud or anything that may, push lenders away. Upload 3 months of bank statements. And then what our team does is goes out and finds the best approval offers from the top providers without any hassle to that client. We do all the heavy lifting so they can get back to being a rock star business owner. Our funding is very fast, like I mentioned, as quick as one business day, and we do pride ourselves on that. Our team is unbelievable when it comes to the timeliness of things, getting things back. It's unbelievable. And then no hidden markups. All of our experts are not paid on commission, so there's really no reason for them to add on any extra padding or something like that for their own benefit. Everything that we do is transparent and upfront. And it's so convenient. Every business owner needs to learn of us, and that's why we're here. To go over some of the terms, our average approval amounts are anywhere from 1 to 2 times of the monthly revenue on average. The terms are anywhere from 6 to 18 months, so this isn't super spread out and long. And we like to talk dollars and cents, right? So the cost of our funding is anywhere from 1.18 to 1.5 times the funded amount. So to give an example, we have a $40,000 funding for this business owner. We say they're going to pay back before we actually get the offer back, anywhere from $47,200 to $60,000. So how does this differ from the banks, right? Well, I should say, so before I get to that, we do make sure always that the benefit is going to be higher than the cost, right? So it's a conversation that needs to be had. Our funding isn't necessarily for a rainy day or to have around. Our funding usually is a part of a business owner that has some sort of idea or need to grow the profit. So it needs to make sense to them. They need to feel confident that what they're going to make on this funding in return exceeds what they're paying back. So that's a conversation that's very important when talking to someone, because we want to make sure that it fits them and their business appropriately. Now, how does this compare with the banks? So with banks, it's a little bit more stretched out. For an example here, we got 5 years at 12%. They like to talk interest and APR. We find that to be a little bit more deceiving because it may sound good up front. But on this example, 12% for 5 years, you'd be paying back roughly about 1.34, which if you look at our terms, it's somewhere within where ours fall. So on a $40,000 funding, you'd be paying back $53,600. So near the same, but just over a long amount of time. And they have things like prepayment penalties. And we believe that, if a business owner can make it happen, they can get this, secure this funding and put it behind them as soon as they can, so they can get back to, being at a good standpoint. So as you can see here, this is our happy business owner, and this is kind of what it would look like in an animated way. But you can see her with all these offers out there. Some were declined, some offers came back, some better than others. And we've got our best offer there. She's all fired up because she's going to get the funding that she needs for her business. And we also have our best offer guarantee. This is basically Bank Breezy being so confident in our ability to secure the best deals that we offer a $500 Visa gift card to any clients that we can't beat any legitimate offer they have. And I'll say this and end it on this. We've been around for, like I said, almost 10 years, and we still don't know how to find or get our hands on one of these cards because we have yet to use one. And I believe it's going to stay that way. So in summary, why would business owners choose DAC's Bank Breezy? Well, one, they need the best offers, simple and fast, right? They don't want all the hassle. One online application leads to the best offers from the top providers without having to apply at all of them individually. Leads to higher approvals. Like I said, usually 80% or higher get approved. And the funders offer better deals because if we have a culmination of providers. They're sending us their best deal, but they understand that they're not the only ones sending us those deals or those offers. So they're going to send us an offer that they know can be competitive to the other offers that may be out there. So we tend to see higher, or I should say better offers that you would just find maybe on the regular marketplace, because they understand that they're competing to provide the best offer in this case. And again, no hidden markups. Our agents cannot increase the cost for commission in any reason. So you can assure that, everything we do is, as tight-knit as possible for the client. And then we have our ongoing support. We have a phenomenal concierge team, which helps out with your clients in the post-funding stage and through the renewal processes. And then again, our $500 meter beat guarantee. Have yet to use it. Don't think we're ever going to. Now, remember, we and you have the best solution for that 80% out there, and are helping to fuel business owner ideas and their profits. And I'll say this. I just heard this recently from someone. There was about 4 million homes sold last year, 2024. And there was just about I think it was 3.4 million real estate agents out there. And everyone flocks to that industry because it's a great way to make money. But think about this, right? Take that statistic and let's apply it here. There's millions of businesses out there, millions of businesses owners, and they all have their own ideas and needs to grow their profits. And there's only thousands of agents right now that we know of. There, thousands. The difference there. So this is a market that can really be tapped into, and that's why we're so passionate about spreading the word with this, because there's a lot of lucrative money to be made, and there's a lot of business owners out there that, quite frankly, need us and really could benefit from us. And like I said, you can receive large bonuses right away, which does not hurt by any means. Now, Bank Breezy is so good that other brokers and sales companies out there have to pay a $30,000 licensing fee per year to use it. But with DAC, you get it for free. You don't have to pay for any license fees. You have full access to our platform, as well as our Bank Breezy expert team, which, like I said, is absolutely phenomenal. And you'll be using the same system that over 100,000 businesses have used. It's been perfected. We have a team who's constantly improving and looking at our systems. So you have access to that, like I said, free of charge. Now, to give some examples, I'm just going to use two from the past that I found to be very moving and powerful to me. We had a business owner who owned a pub. It was I should say a bar. It was in a vacation town, very close to the beach. And, he had a very frequent amount of customers, good flow during the week and the weekends. But he had this idea. He said, what if I could expand with some space and add a rooftop viewing area that you could see over these businesses across the street and have a beer or a drink and look out at the ocean. But he didn't have that capital, and the bank really just was not going to be an option for him. Didn't own his building, didn't want to put his house up for collateral. He came in contact with DAC and Bank Breezy. Got an application in, based off of his revenue, was able to get a great offer back, was able to take care of that. And that immediately increased his profits. He was able to fit more people in his bar. People were flocking to his location for the view. So that made clear sense to him that if I can just get this done, this dream, this idea of mine, and get the funding, necessary to get there, I know it's going to improve my business. And it did. And he hasn't needed money since, but that movement for him was powerful, and we were able to do that within a day. Another example, and this one touches a little more just because of the emotions behind it, but it was a family friend. He had a donut shop, decided he wanted to expand. He was in a vacation town as well. He wanted to open up a pizza shop and kind of diversify the town a little bit. So he, used the Bank Breezy funding platform, secured his funds, and was able to open up that pizza shop. And within the last year, he was hit by, can't remember the name of the hurricane, but one of the most recent Florida hurricanes, and it wiped out his donut shop. It's covered in sand, can't be used, but that pizza shop is still open, still functioning. And, without this opportunity for him to, expand on what he dreamed of and wanted to do, there's no telling where they would be right now. He was able to, stay afloat, thank goodness, from this platform. So the stories that this creates, the dreams and ideas that this really helps to fund. A lot of owners out there don't know of this. And I say it until my face is blue and red that everyone out there needs to know of this, whether they use it now or in 9 months. They need to know about us because it's very helpful to the owners who know. Like I said, we're helping to fuel and grow these businesses out there while fueling your immediate income, which cannot hurt. We do provide landing pages for you free of charge, so your clients will go here. We have a little bit to read up on our funding, basically just walking through how the application will go, give some of the requirements before they go to apply, some FAQs, and then this is where they'll go to start their application, entering some of their basic information, getting over to the next page. We also offer marketing material for your social squares to put up on your socials or to send out to people. We have videos and all sorts of stuff that we're constantly making. We just had some new videos this week, so you guys will always be plugged in with a lot of material that you can use to promote and build your team and whatever it may be. So again, we're in this for, we're in this for the business owners out there, and we're here to fuel these business owners with funding, and you're earning on it just as soon as they get it. Now to touch on some of our other services, we're in the merchant processing space. Essentially, we're lowering and eliminating credit card prices for business owners out there. This is something that's newer to the market, and we found that it's really taking over. We can learn more about that in our back office. We also have our healthcare. This is a health sharing plan. It's very similar to regular health insurance, except there's higher benefits and it costs less. With average savings of about 60 to 80% off of regular insurance. This came to be actually the founder, David Rutz, found this plan and secured it for the family and realized he was saving thousands. I think it was $7,000 a year on his premiums, and thought, this is unbelievable. My coverage is better. Premiums are lower. So why not, include this in? It's a great health plan for individuals or even family coverage. You can also learn more about that in our back office. Now, I feel like I've done a little bit enough talking here. I'm going to pass things over to Tyler. He's going to be going through something that you guys are probably wondering and care a lot about, is how you guys are compensated. So without further ado, I'm going to throw it over to Tyler. Take it away, buddy.
Yeah, thanks, McGuire. Yeah, a lot of great stuff. Super exciting. You'll just have to give me 1 second while I share my screen. Are you able to stop sharing your screen, McGuire?
Yep, just give me 1 second.
All right. All right. Welcome, everybody. Thank you, guys. I'm excited for what I've got to share with everybody tonight. Give me one moment to get this set up and we can get started. All right, agent compensation. Welcome, everybody. Once again, thank you guys for coming out tonight. I just want to introduce myself. My name is Tyler Antosh. I've been with DAC for 2.5 years now. I'm a senior project manager here at DAC. I'm super excited for what we've got to show you guys tonight. McGuire's touched on a lot of great stuff about DAC, and I'm going to be covering a little bit of the agent compensation, just giving you guys kind of like a brief overview, as well as, going over some of the other benefits you'll have as a DAC agent. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's talk about business funding and kind of how you're going to get paid there. So on business funding, you guys are going to get paid between 40 to 80% of bonus revenue. And what bonus revenue is about 80% of what we get from the funding. Now, you're wondering where that other 20% goes. We do keep a little bit for, our house expenses and stuff like that. Make sure we pay for websites and internal staffing. So you're on average going to get about 3 to 4% of the funding. Let's give you a couple examples here. You've got one example here. Let's say you go out and you get a small $10,000 funding. You're going to get paid between $200 and $800. You go out, you get a masonry company, a construction company gets a $80,000 funding. You're going to get between $1,600 and $7,200. You go out and you get a large funding for a big manufacturing company. You're going to earn between $10,000 and $45,000. And you're going to get paid the day after we are. So obviously you're probably kind of looking at that and you're seeing there's a range there, right? So how do you get from that 40 to that 80%? Well, to be transparent, you got to be a performer. You got to be actively getting deals. So if you want to get to that 80%, I'll kind of break down how you get there. Let's say you get one deal within 30 days, you're going to get bumped up to that 60%. If you get 2 deals within 60 days, you'll be bumped up to that 70%. You get 3 deals within 90 days, and you'll be at that 80%. Now, this does reset. And if you're not if you're not performing and you're not getting, fundings, it will drop back down to that 40%. But don't worry, as long as you're getting those fundings and keeping, your performance up there, you're going to be earning on average that 80%, earning 7 to 8% of the fundings. So we've got our healthcare and our payment processing. Those are some of our residual services. We've got a couple other ones. And on those, you're going to earn between 20 to 50% of residual revenue. And residual revenue is kind of similar to bonus revenue. It's what we get paid, and we pay out 100% of the residual revenue. So when you kind of look at our agent commissions and our bonuses, residuals, they can be quite lucrative. Especially when you think about what McGuire talked about. There's that 80%, those millions of businesses out there who have a need for our funding, a need for our services, and you compare them with our funding platform, a great solution for them, makes it simple and easy and online. Pair those two together, you take advantage of that. It's going to be quite lucrative for you. A lot of great opportunity, but it doesn't stop there. It gets better. Here at DAC, we believe that in the model of you being able to start your own agency, just like your local real estate agency in town, we believe that you should be able to go in and start your own agency, whether you do it in your local town or you do it from home. So we believe that you should have the opportunity to bring on more agents underneath you and earn on them. So you can earn between 10 to 50% of their base residual or bonus commissions permanently. I'll give you a little example here. Let's pretend you go out and you enroll someone named Mark. And Mark's going to go out and he's going to talk to a local restaurant. And that restaurant needs $80,000 in funding. He gets that $80,000 funding. That's going to bring in 8,000 BR. Mark's going to earn his commission, that 40%. And on average, he's going to earn, $3,000 or $3,200 of Mark's commission, not from Mark's commission, but separately, you're going to earn 10 to 50% of his base bonus. At a minimum of 10%, that's $320 going into your pocket just for introducing and supporting Mark. How awesome is that, right? And you can also, how many Marks are you going to bring on? How many Marks do you know? But it doesn't stop there. It gets even better. Let's pretend Mark is one of these groups over here on the left, and Mark goes out and starts his own agency team, right? He brings on 6 of his own new agents. Well, Mark's still in your team, and all those new 6 agents are still in your team. And you can qualify to earn on all of their production as well. We call this agent multiplication. So, in summary, on your personal agent commissions, your personal clients, on average, you're going to earn about $2,000 of funding. On your agency, these are your marks. You're going to earn about $200 on every funding. And then on your network of, your multiplied team, you're going to earn about $100 per funding. So to cover some of the other benefits and bonuses we have at DAC, we offer all free online training with proven repeatable systems. We offer you a back office to track your analytics, track your customers, track, all the metrics you need to run your home-based business. We offer you a free agent resource center that has all the training materials, all the videos, marketing videos, social posts, scripts, everything you need to be successful in this business, as well as soon we're launching that LMS that McGuire mentioned, that learning management system, hopefully going live here in the next few weeks. We've got a huge Facebook community with over 10,000 members in there. It's a great place to network with agents, find local agents in your community. A lot of great resources in there for updates and all different types of stuff. We also have weekly live Zooms with industry experts. And these aren't just anybody. These are people who have made millions in the industry, who have talked to thousands of clients, who truly are experts in the space and are really knowledgeable of what they're talking about. So I highly recommend you get on there and take advantage of that. They're there to support you. They're there to answer your questions. It's a really great resource. And of course, our team leadership culture here. We have a great culture here at DAC where it's all family based. Everybody's very friendly. There's a lot of great people in this company. It's a really great place to be. We also have something called our money where our mouth is guarantee. And like I mentioned, we have, weekly trainings. Other companies, they have, inner circle trainings or, their special, catered trainings or whatever, where they're going to charge you for those. They have monthly fees or platform fees or startup fees or all different, random fees where they can earn money on you, whether you're earning or not. At DAC, we don't believe in that. We put our money where our mouth is, and we guarantee that we will not make a dime on you until you have made your first dollar. Let me say that one more time. We will not make a dime on you until you have made your first dollar. That's pretty incredible. So in summary, what we got to offer for you, you have the ability to start your own agency with us for free with a proven 10-year-old company that's been profitable every year, meaning no risk to you. We only offer innovative services with competitive advantages. You have the opportunity to earn now money as well as build a residual. You can build an agency team if you want to, but you don't have to. You can still make a significant income just doing this yourself, getting personal clients. We have all the training and duplication systems provided to you for free. You have access to the BankBreezy platform, your back office, your agent resource center, and the LMS, and of course, our guarantee that we won't make a dime on you before you've made a dollar. Sounds pretty good to me. So I ask, where do you stand? Are you a 1? Are you not interested? Are you a 2? Are you possibly interested, or are you a 3? Are you interested and you want to join and get started? If you're a 1, no worries. That's okay. We know that this opportunity is not for everybody. We appreciate your time. We appreciate you coming out to hear what we have to say. If you maybe know somebody who might be interested in this, we ask that you send them our way, whether they're interested in business funding or just maybe our business opportunity. Great. If you're a two, okay, let's think about it for a second. If you're looking at cars and you don't know which one you want, what do, right? You go and you test drive those cars. Treat us like a car, take us for a test drive, get a feel for our company, get a feel for some of our values. And if you like us, great. If you don't, no worries. Email support. We'll go ahead and get you deactivated. They'll take you out of the email list. It'll be like you never joined. No worries. If you're a three, great. You're interested. Let's go through the 4 steps of getting started, and we'll get you onboarded and ready to roll. I'm going to go through those really quick. It's going to take just a minute. But I just want to thank everybody else. Thank you again for coming out tonight. We really appreciate your time. We'd love to have you on our team, but I'm going to go through the 4 steps of getting started really quick so we can make sure that you guys are pointed down the right path. So getting started is simple. It's free. Step 1 is going to be to join, right? Reach out to the person who told you about tonight's presentation. They're going to get you an invitation link to join. It's very important that you get a link to join because we're an invite-only company. You have to have an invitation to join. So reach out to them. They'll get you that link to join. Once you've completed that sign-up process, you're going to receive a welcome email. In that welcome email, there's going to be a lot of important information. So make sure to save it, go through it, read it, take the time. There's a lot of great stuff in there. What I want you to look for in there is your onboarding and your funding training. These are very important. Go through them, take notes, watch them twice if you have to, make sure that that information really sticks. Once you've completed that and you've got all your notes and you're ready to roll, reach out to your team leader and create a game plan. Set some goals, schedule weekly check-ins, make sure that you prepare yourself to be as successful as possible in our business. And step 4, launch your business, right? Be confident, maybe make a social post, let people know what you're doing, get involved and be excited. You've got a great thing in your hands, and it'll really set you up to be successful. That's all I've got for you guys tonight. I really appreciate you guys coming out to hear what we have to say. Me and McGuire, we really appreciate your guys' time. We'd like to open this up for anybody who has any questions. So please feel free if you have a question for me or McGuire. You can go ahead and chat those down below or raise your virtual hand. That's why we do these live, is to be able to answer your questions here in real time. So if anybody has any questions, please feel free, drop them below or raise your virtual hand. Let's see if we got any in the chat. Look at that. Lois, thank you for the kind words. Really appreciate it. Mickey, thank you. I don't know if you can see the chats now, McGuire, but got a lot of nice comments in there.
Yes, sir. We got Wade Cordell with his hand up. Go ahead, Wade. How you doing?
Listen, this is so, I don't know. It's exciting to me because I see these young bucks who understand this industry. They're taking advantage of it, and to see youth on this. I mean, you got the older guys like myself that have been here a long, long, long time. But to see you guys on there and do such a professional job, I really appreciate it. I've got some folks that are going to be looking at this once it's posted tomorrow, and they're in their 20s and 30s, and it's kind of difficult for people to understand just how well you can do in this industry when they've never really been in direct sales. But both you guys have just rocked it. Morgan, all of you, when you speak with passion, you speak with incredible intelligence, and I'm just really proud of what you have accomplished with this company. We really thank you, because we couldn't be here today without you. And I just wanted to say, guys, kudos, great job. Thanks, man.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so
Much
much.
appreciated.
You do a lot too. Don't be modest now. You're the reason that all these clients are so happy. So thank you for what you do. I appreciate it. Harlequin, you can go ahead and unmute yourself. How you doing, Harlequin?
Looks like she got muted again.
Yeah. I'm
I'll
seeing
ask her
her
to
back and
unmute.
forth here.
Oh,
Okay,
uh-oh.
nobody else push the button, okay?
No.
Right? We're all
All right.
trying.
Well, thank you so much. You guys did a fabulous, fabulous job this evening. Kudos to both of you. And as you mentioned, Wade is phenomenal leading our funding department. So he is absolutely fantastic and has helped this company immensely. But I just wanted to let people know I have been with DAC for 5.5 years now, and everything that they said about the company is true. The money does cash, and it's deposited directly into my account the day after they get funded, or the next business day after they get funded. But for anybody who is taking a look at this, go ahead and take a look. You know, you can go and research till the cows come home, and you will find that everything that we do is true and is phenomenal. But we treat our clients correctly. I've had, being out in the marketplace, I have run into people who have had really bad experiences with lenders, and I have never had a client that has had a bad experience with David Allen Capital and our funding department and all of the other departments that we have. So we would love to have you join us if it's something that is correct for you. If it's not correct for you, that's great, but we would love to get to know you. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to our support team, and we'd love to have you. But anyways, thank you so much, guys. You did a fabulous job, and
Thank you
everyone
so
have
much,
a
Harlequin.
great evening.
Really
Yeah.
appreciate it.
Morgan just put the email address in there, support@davidallencapital.com. So
Yes,
Mhm.
yes.
take care,
Thank you
guys.
so
Absolutely.
much, Harlequin. And for anyone that doesn't know Harlequin, she's a go-getter. She's essentially got a hold of the entire southern region of the country right now. Has a phenomenal size of her team. So she's one of the best leaders that we have in the field. So I really do appreciate that coming from you, Harlequin. Thank you so much.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much, Harlequin. Like you said, we know that this business isn't for everybody, but it's a great opportunity for most. So we're really happy to have everybody here tonight. Let me see if we got any more chat questions really quick. Let me see what we got here. It looks like a lot of nice, kind words. Thank you, everybody. Brad says, I came in late. I have a question. How many active agents are actively closing deals each month? Honestly, Brad, I don't have that statistic off the top of my head. If you want to reach out to support at David Allen Capital, they'd be happy to help. I know we get hundreds of applications a day. I don't know how many of those come from individual agents. I know that most of our big fundings do come from newer agents. So don't be discouraged if you don't get a funding when you first join, but I know a lot of agents have a lot of success within their first 30 to 60 days. Looks like you were invited by David. So yeah, I would reach out to David directly. He'd be happy to help. But that looks like all the questions we have for today. We really appreciate everybody coming out tonight. We appreciate you taking the time to hear what we have to say. I look forward to all of our new agents, hopefully seeing you guys on Friday's agent update call. We know it's late on a Thursday night for anybody who over here on the east side or East Coast. It's 8 o'clock, so we know it's not easy to come out at 8 p.m., but we really appreciate you taking the time to hear what we have to say. Thanks, everybody.